Good morning, mademoiselles and messieurs, mystery men 64 at your service, and welcome back to Pokemon Fire Red version. I'm calm now. We're calm. We're zen. Hitmonlee. Excellent. Which is fitting for reasons. And you're gone. 550, 550. And then there's Hitmonchan, also level 37. Pretty good. Pretty good levels. Not gonna lie. I'd say that hit for decent, but you probably see more of a physical attack than special. Don't get into it. That's just, they didn't think of it yet. It is in the past. You're playing a game that was made quite some time ago where they did not consider these things yet. Do not take our emblem as your trophy. In turn, I'll give you a prized fighting Pokemon. Choose whichever one you like. We have two options to choose from. You can only choose one, but if you have another game, you can just trade the other one over for dex completion. They're both, well, future me can get into it. So let's get into the first one. The first of the two fighting type options in Hitmonlee, the more physically inclined of the two, has a much higher physical attack stat, and for a fighting type is very good. It also has a surprisingly high special defense stat, but considering the psychic gym is nearby, it's probably by design that it's supposed to at least attempt to take hits from psychic types. A decent pick if you want a more offensive choice. Next is Hitmonchan, the slightly more defensive of the two. Like, even though I can see the stats, I know it has more physical defense. Special is about the same, but less physical. But if you just want something that's a little bit more defensively inclined, then Hitmonchan is a decent pick. Both of which are good. You can only pick one. Trade over the other one. Both are great. Pick whichever one is your favorite. Now I already have a fighting type, and I don't really know which of these two to choose, so I might come back for one later, just for dex entry, because I got Monkey, so I don't think I'm really going to use either. I just feel like using Primeape, honestly. That's just what I feel like using, therefore I will. May I help you? You just have great balls. Why are you even here? Not what I wanted to do. Do I have any selling fodder? Do I have crap to sell? Not really. Not really low on item space, because this is also a time where you don't have infinite bag space. Another decision they eventually fix. Did I? No, don't. No, don't. The urge to complain growing. No, we're fine. We're fine. This Pokemon meant to have fun, right? Pokemon's meant to be fun, right? Nope, we're just gonna keep moving. Move. Okay. Now, I was debating whether or not I should just, cause Silphco is a mess. A big old mess of stuff. I'm gonna heal for PP and all that good stuff. But Silphco is a mess. The other reason I'm not picking one of those fighting types is if I was to use one, I don't have the stat sheet in front of me. I feel like Hitmonchan, the boxer, is the more defensive one, where Hitmonlee is the more offensive one. And in case you didn't get the joke, Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan. In case you didn't get the joke. Spell it out for you. Boss one makes no sense in Hitmontop, but that doesn't exist yet. Or does it? Does it exist? Actually, no, it does technically exist because that's Gen... Is it Gen 2 or 3? So Hitmontop does technically exist. Right. Ironically, that's probably the best one because it gets Intimidate. Intimidate's busted. It's good. And it might also have just decent stats in general. Gets Rapid Spin. Gets Triple Kick. So there was a joke that I wanted to make where I would just skip this entire thing because a lot of this place is just warping around and fighting random trainers until you find the one warp with the one important battle. I don't know how much of Silph I'm actually going to joke because a lot of this, actually maybe I'll just show it off. Anyway, I don't know. I might do a lot of this off screen until I figure out, oh, this is where I'm supposed to go. Because it's going to take an eternity to figure that out. Slash. Nah, too bad, that bothers me not. 32. Yeah, more attacking speed. That's what we want to see. Zubit. We're just gonna keep slashing because it's stab, not stab. It's high damage with high crit chance. Stab is aerial ace is stab, which I still could use, but oh yeah, it has the same PP. I'll just kind of use it interchangeably. But yeah, this place is just to keep going everywhere until you figure out where it is you're actually supposed to go. Which is somewhat fitting with the actual gym here. So, yeah. We're just gonna aerial ace you. Big damage. Wish I had Technician. Would have been my most powerful move. And if I had the ability to get, like, Bug Bite or something that's like 60... Is it 60 or 65? I don't know. There's definitely 60 base bug type moves that I could put on you. That'd be good. Like, definitely Bug Bites for one. I don't know about Leech Life. Leech Life now is better. Fury Cutter is pretty decent. It'd actually give me an excuse to put an item that probably doesn't exist in this game yet, which would be the Wide Lens, which increases accuracy by 10%, which would make it a 100% accurate move that keeps getting stronger every time you use it, which is really good. But that item might not exist yet. Man, I'm just learning that I like later Pokemon games a whole lot more than old ones that don't have all of these nice things that now exist, like infinite backspace, proper physical special splits, battle items that are actually good, abilities that are actually good, and even later, infinite TM usage. Why are TMs still not infinite? You had one job, Game Freak. Why do you have to craft TMs in Scarlet and Violet? I wasn't gonna talk about it, but then I said TMs, and I'm just like, I had to talk about it. They made TMs non-infinite. Why? There's no reason for that. None whatsoever for that. Nobody asked for that. If anything, people prefer it when it's infinite. TR, sure, when you can find moves that are a bit harder to find. Sure, some of those could be one use because, you know, they're less common. but no, just make them infinite. There's no reason for that. Just none. Just none. Again, these games are some steps forward and then other steps back. I really don't get it, dude. I just don't get it. Like with Arceus, you had the grit system, so you didn't really need to bother with bottle caps or EV training. Or even IV training. And it's just like, bam, there it is. And just like, oh, that's nice. Why'd you get rid of that? It definitely feels like there are two different teams working on two different why? If you're gonna keep doing yearly Pokemon, first off, stop. Stop doing yearly Pokemon. You don't need to keep doing yearly Pokemon. You don't. You really don't. Like, I don't really play much of the spin-offs anyway. I have the Mystery Dungeon games. I haven't played any of them. I've played the Rumble games. Only a little bit, but then it's like, bored now. I haven't played any of the puzzle games. No P-Cross. Conquest, that one's pretty much been forgotten to time. XD, Gale of Darkness, nah. I have those. Played those. Well, I mostly played the first Coliseum, not XD. Not that one yet. You know, the actual hard Pokemon games. You know, that were on a console. The first Pokemon game. Were they the first, or was it like Stadium? That was technically on like the N64 or something. Oh, dude. Like, when you think about it, the first mainline Pokemon game to come to console was technically Sword and Shield for the Switch. It took till the Switch to get a console Pokemon. Console Pokemon is very new. And even then, that's like a... It's also still technically a handheld, so I'm not sure that counts. Like, I don't know if I count that personally, dude. Oh, that was a hiccup. I don't know how much I count that. Because the Switch is also half handheld. Or like, how much do you count that, you know? We still technically haven't had a legitimate console Pokemon game. Isn't that weird? Does that blow your mind? How there still hasn't been an actual legitimate console Pokemon? You know, Poke Park or whatever that was, Pikachu Park, whatever that spinoff was. I don't know. I feel like nobody played that. I feel like very few people actually play most of the spin-offs. The exception so far being Arceus. Oh, people, even I'm just like, wow, I like Arceus a lot. This is good. I'm actually having fun here. Where's Sword and Shield? It was there. I was like, I actually like this a lot. Because, you know, I wanted to see things. Because when I heard about things Sword and Shield, I was like, I'm not getting this. The only reason I have it is because I got it severely discounted. You know. I didn't pay full price for my copy. Because I didn't think it was worth $60. I don't think Scarlet and Violet is worth $60, but that's my opinion. Arceus, oh, I got my money's worth out of that. Oh, 100%. I've completed the Pokedex. I have the Shining Charm in that game. I'm just like, oh yeah, this one was worth it. I got my money out of that one. Absolutely. Is there like any other like actual side Pokemon game that I have played or have actually enjoyed or like played all the way through? I've only played bits of some of the Mystery Dungeons games, but never beaten any of them. I've played some of the Rumble games, never beaten any of them. I have XD and Gale of Darkness, but those are just Pokemon. I don't really care about Troze. I don't really care about Cafe. Sword and Shield got DLC. Sun and Moon got just an upgrade to itself. Which is cool, by the way. Yeah, they don't need to do Pokemon every year. I think it's honestly hurting them more than helping. Because I don't think the spin-offs or side things are that profitable. I really can't think of any just like, wow, I heard a lot of like, the only big ones I've heard about are probably the biggest being the Mystery Dungeon games. But I'm talking more like the old ones like Red, Blue, Explorers of Sky. Those are the ones I'm just like, oh yeah, those were great. It's like, oh, okay, I should try these one. You know, I've heard some talk about Conquest and just like, oh, it's just Pokemon Fire Emblem. Because, you know, some people like Fire Emblem. So there's like, here's Pokemon, but it's the Fire Emblem stuff. So it's what you know. It's Fire Emblem, but with Pokemon code over it. Okay. So it's just Fire Emblem. Got it. Yeah, Jinx was falling there. Zinx, it has no defense. Guess it could give you more experience, I guess. Works. Golbat. Just use Scar. I might do some of this crap off screen because a lot of this is just battling rocket grunts until you find the right place where you're supposed to go. Because one of these people has an item where you can open the doors, and then there's a teleporter that will take you to eventually, spoiler alert, your rival. So, you know, that's when you actually need to find the teleporter that will lead you to your rival. Which is cool. But yeah, I can't think of any other, like, who here remembers Little Town Hero? Remember that when they made that alongside Sword and Shield? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that game has been erased from everyone's memory. Yeah, that's a Game Freak game. Game Freak made that alongside Sword and Shield. It's been forgotten to time. Nobody knows that game. I think people forgot Game Freak made it. No, that's something Game Freak made. You know, when they were making Sword and Shield, they decided to split up their team. Their already small team. Yeah, that was a good idea. That paid off for you, didn't it, Game Freak? Oh, I'm sure you made a lot of sales off of that. I feel like the only notable thing of that game was Toby Fox made the soundtrack. It's like, oh wow, this has Toby Fox in it. You know, not even Game Freak. It's like, oh wow, Toby Fox did the soundtrack. He makes good music. Not even the fact that Game Freak made it. They were just like, no, this is like with Toby Fox, and that's a thing people paid attention to. Isn't that funny? I think it's hysterical. The only memorable thing about that people know about Little Town Hero is Toby Fox did the music. Oh my god, he's the guy who did Undertale. He makes good music, dude. Oh. It's funny. It's so funny. Oh. Yeah, they're never touching that game again because they're like, this didn't go well. I feel like the only thing Game Freak actually has is Pokemon. I feel like if they didn't have Pokemon, they'd have nothing. That is either A, a funny thought, or B, a depressing one. Oh, I can't sleep. Okay. Hey, Plant Man. No calling customer service. Okay. In order to cool myself off, I'm gonna do a whole bunch of this crap off screen because there's just gonna be a lot of battling and me just complaining about things. And I don't think anyone, unless you enjoy me complaining about Pokemon, some of you might. Some of you are just like, wow, this guy is unhinged when it comes to Pokemon. I prefer the term passionate. Thank you very much. I am passionate about Pokemon. I like Pokemon. I want Pokemon to be something that I continue to love and that everyone can enjoy, because I want other people to enjoy it the way I enjoy it. Because there are good things about Pokemon. Really, really good things. I like and enjoy Pokemon a whole lot. Some may even say love Pokemon. And it is that love where I can be like, I can see these things and realize how doing these things are making me hate this thing that I love. You know? And I really do think that's a reason why it irks people a lot more, because they love this thing and they want this thing to be the best it can be. But when they do things that make it not that, it makes people upset. Rightfully so. Okay. Yeah, we turned it back around to, I love this game. I really do. I love Pokemon. I love what it can do and what it is capable of doing. It has just been struggling lately. And I wish it wasn't. And, I was playing like Fire Red's a good game, and I'm just like, wow, no, this is still awful. Granted, they didn't think things... Okay, you know what? I'm just going to end it here on a somewhat positive note. Pokemon is great. I like it. It's good. I will see you in the next one. Until then...